You may choose a dragon and they will let you know their name and they will let you know how you may be guided by them. Yes, yes. So much like a spirit guide or Hey guys, it is Jo and Belinda, and we are back once again with a very fun Tilda video. So we are going to channel Tilda today. Belinda has another question for her, and I'm going to do the channeling. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm Jo, and this is Belinda, my very good friend, who is my cohort, so to speak. Belinda asks questions for messages to get from, well, today is Tilda the Fairy, and other times we have Sam, which is a collective of angels. And we're going to ask them a question, they answer, and it's always full of delight and fun. And I will go ahead. So be sure to, if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of these great videos and share them with others who are also on a spiritual path and would like to have fun. Okay, so today, Belinda, you have another question for Tilda? Yes?
I'm ready for that energy.
Tilda is always like, when I channel her, she is so full of energy. She's a fairy. She, yeah, you'll see. Okay. Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, Tilda. Thank you for coming.
Yes, yes, we were just here, but we are so delighted to be back again. Yes, we are still all in our fairy circle, as you might call it, or more like a human campfire. But we are here, all of us, listening, and even the trees are intrigued. Yes, yes. So, what, dear one, is your question now?
Okay, so I would like you, if possible, to talk about dragons.
Dragons? Oh my. There are so many things to talk about with dragons, for they are, some are older than me, even. Yes. And some appear, oh, okay. We would like to start with dragons are much like humans in that they live all over the world. They are coming from different races or nationalities, as you would say in your human world. Well, the same kind of thing applies to dragons as well. For there are ones who live in the far north who have adapted to that weather, whose scales are thicker, who are stronger, for they have to fly or swim through high winds and strong currents, for they are tough and they are, grounded and, so as if their insides could keep them warm. They are what you have said in your folklore as perhaps the fire breathing dragons. And then there are some who live near the equator who are quite light, smaller in size, and are able to adapt much as a lizard or a snake laying in the sun. Yes, so there are as many types of dragons as there are types of people. Yes, yes. And they live not only upon the land, but also in and around the water and the oceans and lakes and such, for they are, yes, well, adapted to all that is.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So,
Even some have adapted to be such as your, you call folklore of the Loch Ness monster. Well, where do you think they came from?
hmm
Do you have dragons, and just as people will have very a varied personalities, for they are not one type or one personality per group, but more like human, they are a little fickle and perhaps a little more personality that is individualized rather than a whole, if that makes sense. Now, dragons are very family oriented, they are very community and societal rich, so they do tend to congregate in. They do not like to be alone, but rather with a group, much like a lion pride.
So what do they do?
They are the keepers of history.
Mm.
They hold the energy through thousands of years. Mm. They are the storytellers. They are the keepers. Uh, for you have they have been misrepresented in many of your movies and stories as to hoard gold, but rather they are hoarding information and knowledge and history. And they are very abundant, for if you live that long, there is no other way to be. So it is not that they are protective of their gold or whatever abundance may be in that land, but they are bringing forth the knowledge about abundance as well as the warnings about abundance. For if you are what you humans would call greedy, then this is not a good thing either. And the dragons have seen, oh, yes, they have seen the stories of man go terribly wrong and terribly right. So they are here as a guiding compass to allow you to move forward in the best way possible. It is them that you call on to gain information and insights of what has happened before. For if you ignore history, you are, as you humans say, bound to repeat it. And the dragons have all the history. For they are the storytellers who pass it from one generation to the next. And those stories are so old, for they are thousands of years old themselves.
Mm. So how can we help?
Hmm. Just as in everything else, you ask them, you engage with them, you believe in them, you have faith in them. They are here just as we are in front of your very eyes that you are unable to see. So the bringing forth their positivity and not their fear. For, of course, through time, there have been many a tale how dragons are used as weapons and so forth, and how they are to be feared. But rather having the belief and perception that they are here to help us, to guide us, to be of service to humankind and to all the Fae, then that is an assistance for them. And as much as many of your stories tell of their fierceness, they are indeed fierce, for they are very protective of their family and their communities. And for those humans who are particularly tied to them, they are fiercely protective of them too. They are delighted, some of them, in the stories that are told now, even through the perception of what you call Disney. For the How to Train Your Dragon was quite an amusing story, but also showed the possibilities of the interaction and connection and community and collaboration that is possible. So even though it is a children's show, it is indeed inspired by those truly connected. Much of your entertainment, as you call it, comes from somebody just like this who channels information from the Fae and the world of the unseen to you. For some, as this one, is very attuned to it and is able to engage. So, delight, and that seems to be the word of the day. So, delight in your connection, ask questions, channel, converse, and listen to the stories they have to impart and put forth for you, for they will always pick the story that is most suited to the situation.
Thank you very much, Tilda.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And just as this one loves to engage with us, you may choose a dragon and they will let you know their name and they will let you know how you may be guided by them. Yes, yes. So much like a spirit guide or having a favorite, well, we would not say pet, but that is the closest thing. You may have a dragon that is a spirit guide that is knowledgeable and ancient and right on par for your blueprint of living this life. If you are one of those people who has a dragon as a spirit guide, you will know who you are. And if you are interested and do not yet know your dragon, simply ask. Just as you speak to your angels, you may speak to the dragons as well.
Thank you very much, Tilda. I think there'll be a lot more communication with dragons.
Yes, yes, for they are a forgotten, often, part of the world that is here to help and assist and serve and live alongside everything else. Mhm, mhm.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And now that we have, our campfire indeed has burned down to the embers, and we have felt the grounding energy of the dragons. Yes, we too are complete. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
So how are you feeling, Joe?
Can
That
you be like grounded and buzzing at the same time?
So we talked about dragons.
It was very interesting because I literally saw, I've never been there, but I would expect like Russia or something, like way up north, very rocky terrain, mountainous, kind of like grass, no trees, and there was like a dragon curled up kind of at the top, watching over, like almost like guarding
Hmm.
the land. It was very cool. So yeah, that was interesting and a very kind of grounded feeling. And then at some point I could see the vision of um like Caribbean islands or something. And there was like a dragon that kept like jumping in the waves and stuff. It had wings and everything, but it was like, yeah, like playing in the waves, almost like dolphins. And it was much smaller and it was like maybe 10 or 15 feet long, whereas the one in the north was like huge. Like, yeah, huge.
It was,
And the one in the south
yeah,
was like green, this pretty, like, almost sea glass green. And the one up north was black, but beautiful black, like shiny blue black kind of thing. Yeah, it was very cool. It was very cool.
yeah, definitely grounded. Definitely feeling grounded. So yeah, when
Yeah,
you come back and you look over the video, yeah, was not what I expected, but yeah, it's totally
cool.
great.
Very cool. Okay. So thank you, everybody. Once again, you know what to do. It's a YouTube video. Like, subscribe, comment below, and share with a friend. And we will see you all in the next channeling.